welcome everyone to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense will start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
On second down, just keeps firing. They're trying to get to him. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Wade. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he is
picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country. It's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Touchdown, Utah! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Trojans send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Tompkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Floating away. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Handoff from the gun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's got it on the move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down line? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. coming after it.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Utes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly complete. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets rid of it. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's got the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. Ball in the air, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught over the middle. It's Tompkins. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Wade. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Getting some heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. On the run, fires downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Off play action. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gets it out fast, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Utes will keep this drive going.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Tompkins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, you get something positive here in the running game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. The ball squirts free. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Wide receiver shows motion. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He makes the connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The short hands, it's Figueroa. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. And a really nice run. For the defense, avoid a disaster and stop the really big play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
To the ground with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The play action fake. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Line gets set, 1st down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They want to just keep throwing it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're trying to get to him. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
He finds his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 35 to Arizona State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Offense now working in the red zone. DB's right up on the receivers.
4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. The Trojans are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Get set.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here.
Jackrabbit.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
13.
The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Already find a hole in that secondary.
And these are shots to your pride, man. Like, you've been getting roasted all day long, and you're down big, and the offense is still chucking the football. I think it says something about you. It's a look-in-the-mirror type situation. This is one of those days they're going to want to forget.
Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Coming after it. Got it in the middle. It's Paul. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.